Record to the iCloud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. And what time are we at?
It's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, which is 5 o'clock your time. Okay. Well, I guess we'll get started. Cooking from Nashville today. So I'm here visiting my son Brad, who you'll see. Brad, do you want to come? You'll meet him later. Okay. And so we'll start off by washing our zucchinis, yellow or squash. We have a yellow squash and a green squash, and I'm just going to rinse them off. I, and everybody should wash their hands and preheat their oven to 425. I already washed my hands, so now I'm just going to wash off the vegetables.
Do you want a towel?
Sure. Thank you, Molly. It's great to have help. I'm going to wash off my vegetables. Okay. And then we are going to start cutting. Here's the cutting board, and I brought my special knives, or if you have a food chopper, you can use that. Okay, and so, but these knives work very well with vegetables. So first I'm going to cut off the top like that, and then just begin slicing. Oh, my oven is at the right temperature. Okay, and I'm just going to slice, oops, a runaway zucchini. I'm just going to keep slicing. And when you slice, you hold the zucchini in one hand and you hold the knife in another and you slice, slice. Okay. All right. I have sliced all the zucchini. And then, and then if you, what I do is once I have them sliced like this, I slice each piece into quarters. So I just hold it down like that, press down, and then you have quarters. And I'll do that. And sometimes if you want, you can try two pieces on top of each other, like that. Hold them together. Turn it around. And that makes it go a little faster. There you go. Just slicing away. I always hold the vegetables, press down. And once again, I love these knives because they're very safe and they work. They don't work with everything, but they do work with vegetables, most vegetables. They're great for cutting avocados, lots of fruit. Okay, so I'll do two together. Two together. Oh, whoops.
You put that one in the trash.
We'll put that one in the trash. Okay, so I have all my green zucchini cut. I'll get a baking dish. Right now I have, this is my baking dish. I'm going to just take some cooking spray. and spray the baking dish and put the zucchini right in the baking dish. Like that. Uh-huh. Okay. Put the baking dish to the side. And then we'll start our other yellow squash. Cut off and then slice. Okay. Then we have all these slices, and I'm going to make them into quarters. And for this, I'm just using one yellow squash and one green. Over the summer, I was cooking, when I did this recipe, I was doing it for the whole family. But now I'm just doing it for Bradley and Molly. So they'll have dinner. Okay, I'm going to throw these away. Okay, so right here, I have all the yellow squash, and I'm going to put that in the baking dish. And then I hope, and you can let me know, that everybody was able to find 3 chopped onions. So we don't have to chop onions, which are not fun to chop all the time because they make you cry. They're not good with this knife. You have to use a sharp knife. So let me know if anybody's chopping an onion because Molly and Brad got me 8 ounces, which is 1 cup. So everything's all chopped up in the right amount. And I'm going to put them right in the baking dish. And then, do you have a wood spoon or?
Yeah, they're all right up here.
Oh, great. I'm just going to spray a little cooking spray on everything and mix it up with like a wooden spoon. So it's all mixed up. And then add a little salt and pepper on top. So here's some salt. And just do about 3 or 4.
Take off the lids.
Okay, I didn't take off the lid. Okay, thank you, Molly. I got it. Okay, so I have the lid and just do 2, 3, 4, about 5 little grinds of salt, and then a little black pepper, and just get that all around. So it's like that, a little salt and pepper. And then I'm going to put them in the oven. Let me get my gloves. So we have the handy dandy gloves. And we're going to open up the oven. We have our handy dandy oven opener, which makes it easier. Okay, and I'm going to put that in for 10 minutes. And then you can use this to push it back in. And then we can put the timer on for 10 minutes.
I can do it on.
Okay, great. Okay, and then we're going to make the marinade for the chicken. So we have a bowl. We have extra virgin olive oil. I'm just going to use 1/4 a cup of, of olive oil. Uh, about that much, and pour that in. Okay. And then, do we have any time?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And then I have some thyme, and I'm going to just put in some stems of thyme, just to give it some nice flavor. And a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Okay. And the teaspoons are right here. Okay. Okay. 1 teaspoon. Okay, so I'm going to get that out. So here's 1 teaspoon. Okay, and then do you have any minced garlic? Great. And the minced garlic, we have a 1/2 teaspoon. So, 1/4. Yes. So we have 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. And we have already pre-minced garlic. So here you go. And put that in. Okay. And then let's stir it around. Okay, so stir that around. Put that there. Okay, and then we're going to take out 2 pieces of chicken, or just a fork. Let's see.
Forks are over.
Yeah, right here. Okay. All right. And I'm opening up a package of chicken right here. Okay. And I'm not touching the chicken. I'm just taking it with a fork and putting it in the marinade. That's a big piece. And I kind of flip it around in the marinade like that. And then I'll take another piece. And you don't want to touch raw chicken. So I just take it out of the package without touching it and kind of mix it in the bowl. And then I'll give you this to put away. Thank you. So usually you can do it without touching. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Thank you. Hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh.
I can help you once.
Okay, hold on. Molly's coming back. So basically, you could see that I haven't touched the chicken, but it's all coated like that. and then we'll put it in the refrigerator for a second, but you can show them. Okay. Yeah. And then we can quickly wash our hands just to be safe. Okay. Okay. Great. All right. And then, so the chicken is marinating. The onions,
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay. So what we can do while we wait for the zucchini to finish up, we can take an apple, and I don't know if everybody is going to be making the baked apples, but if you are, I'll show you how to use the handy dandy apple slicer or corer. Now, if you don't have one of these, you could simply just cut the apple, and it's okay because it would just be as delicious um, without thinly slicing and coring it. So you could just cut the apple the old-fashioned way. But I'm going to show you how to use this because it is a great thing for the fall. I'm going to wash off the apple. Okay, dry it off. Okay, so all you do is you put the apple in on these pointy things like that. Okay, and you can seal this to the countertop like that thing. And then you go like this with the handle, and it starts peeling off all the skin and slicing the apple. So it's great if you want to make apple pie, applesauce. It's about $20, but you can also peel and cut potatoes, I'm sorry, and it's pretty safe. Uh, okay. So then the only part you have to be careful of is taking it off, but it's pretty safe because you just grab the apple and kind of twist it a little bit. Well, this part came off easily. And you could just leave that part and then click this, click the side, hold on, and it comes back and then that easily comes off. So if you don't have one of these, that's fine. You can just cut and core the apple any way you would normally. But I'm going to throw this part away. Okay, and then what you do is I have another knife, and you just take the apples and simply cut them in half like that. So so let's see, we have 1 minute. I guess I'll try another apple, right? So I'll wash it off. Okay, take off the sticker. So you always put the part with the stem, and these are a little sharp, so you do want to be careful. But you can't, if you do it like this, you don't really hurt yourself. You just hold the apple with both your hands and push it in. And then clear out that part a little bit. Okay. And then this goes you turn that down and it kind of suctions. So it keeps it stable, that part. Okay, and then you twist it and you just go like that. Oh, is that the, so we'll go back and do, we'll get the zucchini out. 1 second, I'll finish this. Okay, okay. And then when you're done with that, you pull that out. Ah, that works better. And then that comes off and you slice it. And then you just take this off. And so, and in my directions, what? Oh yeah, let me get that out. In my directions, I have a link to this. Okay, and then I will get out, we'll move the apples aside. Let's see. We'll move them over here for now. Okay, and then we will get out our zucchini and onions. Okay. They smell good. Okay, so we'll get this out. So this thing makes it so you don't really have to touch anything at all. And then we'll put it right here. Okay, so now, okay, take that out, open the box. Okay, so now we have the rice pilaf. We're opening the box. We can, so to pour in the right amount, I would read the stovetop directions. So you put 1 3/4 cup of chicken broth. So I have this cooking big liquid measuring cup. Thank you. It's so nice having helpers. Okay. 1 1/4.
It's 1 3/4.
1 3/4, yes. Which would be 1 1/3. Around there. Okay. It's a little bit more than 1 1/2, right?
Yeah.
I think that's about good.
You can do a tiny bit more.
Okay. Or you could take 2 measuring cups. You know, a 1 cup and a 3/4 cup. But I have this today. And then what someone told me in last week is you can open up the spice pack, and I have this little handy dandy bag opener. Yeah, well, it looks like I have to do it twice. Or you can take scissors, but it's kind of safer, this little thing. Okay, and pour that right in. Mix it up. Okay, so then the spices are already in there. And then you pour it in your baking dish like this. And so it's all over the zucchini and onions. Kind of mix it up. Get all the spices in. Okay. And then we pour the rice in. So I'm just going to pour the rice all over the top. Okay. And then we put the chicken on top. So we'll get the chicken out of the oven. I mean the refrigerator. Oh boy. Okay. And we'll get the knife. I mean the fork. Oh, okay. I'm getting everything all mixed up. Okay. And then we put the chicken right on top. And so you have kind of like a one pan meal. You could get the thyme in there. And so you have kind of chicken and vegetables that will all cook together. And then we're going to cover it with tin foil. Oh, let me get this. Thank you. And cook it for 35 minutes. Okay. Now, after 35 minutes, what I do is take it out, and we have some dairy-free butter, and I just put a little bit of butter on each piece of chicken, and it kind of makes it even more moist, and then let it rest, and then turn up the oven for about 2 minutes. I have this all in my recipe, and then let it rest, and you can let it rest till dinner time. And then by just letting it rest in the oven, it's warm and all the rice is cooked nicely. But I have that in my directions. So I'm going to put this back in the oven, put these back on again. Okay. And this, and then you can close it like that. Okay, so we can let that do its thing. And actually, I'm just going to stay on for 5 minutes, and my son Brad is going to take over. So I'm going to just show you, we'll cut 2 more apples, and we'll start mixing everything together for the baked apples. And actually, Brett, let me show you what we do for the baked apples. Do we have another bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. So what we're going to do for the baked apples is we're going to add a little corn syrup, not corn syrup, cornstarch. Oh, I'm mixing everything up today. Okay, we open this, if I can open it. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm making a mess. Okay, where are our teaspoons? Okay, so I think I might have made a mistake on the directions, but we just need 2 teaspoons of the cornstarch. 2 teaspoons that go right in the bowl. And then you take warm tap water. So we'll go over to the sink. Okay, thank you. Okay. And we're going to take 2 tablespoons, and then we'll mix that together. Should we mix it?
I can get you a spoon.
Okay, yeah. Great. And then we just mix that together like that. And then what we do, cover that up. Here's my little baking dish for the apples. I'm going to spray that. Bring these over and put them in. And it just, you put them, take turns and put them in, and we'll get a fork again. We'll use, I think, or,
You can get a new one.
okay. Yeah, okay. And you just lightly mix it in, and you'll see that it will make the sauce that a little bit thicker when they cook. And then you put them in the baking dish. And then we'll get the other ones and do the same thing. Okay? And so, Brad, all you have to do is get all the apples in here.
Okay.
And then,
Like dip them in and then just put them in the jar.
yeah, and then you'll have to maybe wash this out. And I have my directions.
Is the other thing already just baking?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So then you just have to make, okay, then you melt butter in the microwave, add half a lemon, and add the brown sugar, the nutmeg, and the cinnamon
Okay.
in another bowl. And then, like that.
All right.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm a good instructor.
Oh, right. You can introduce yourself. Okay. I have clean ears. I have to run to the airport. But thank you, everybody. And then those like 2 more apples, right?
Yeah. Hi, can you guys hear me? Is your earbuds on?
Yeah. They should be able to hear you. A lot of them are muted. The headphones.
Is my thing look like it's making noise?
Yeah, and you swap ears for the headphones.
Thank you so much.
You're not muted. I can see the ears.
Okay. Yeah, of course. I'll see you guys.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Love you, Brad.
Love you too.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see where we are. Um.
So I think right now you just have to
Get
peel
to apples,
2
yeah. Okay, so I didn't introduce myself completely. I am Brad. um, and I am obviously Stacy's son, and I'm in graduate school right now. Just quick background. But yeah, so I'll keep doing what she has written down here. And so we're just gonna dip the apples in the little mixture we made. I'm gonna try and get both sides. And just keep putting them in the pan. Do this. It's easier. Then just do it one by one. I'll push them back a little, just so we can have a little more space in the front, and we can fit all the apples in. And that. I think this will help the apples probably get crispy. I don't know exactly.
Just to help the sauce thicken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. The starch.
But they can only hear you, not me.
Well, maybe they can hear you a little. Yeah, Molly just said that. I guess my mom was saying that the starch will help it thicken a little. So I think I heard her mention something about apple pie, right? It's done. Let's see if I can find a little bit of a better way. Maybe I'll give them another little scoot so we can have a little more room again. Just fit as many in there as possible. Dip it in. Guess that one broke a little. Aren't exactly like my AirPods. I think we can probably leave these small pieces out, right? Okay, so got all these apples in here, and then we're going to cut some butter. So
It's in there.
where?
The bottom. Bottom part.
Oh, I see.
The dairy free.
So leave it out for now. And did she leave the knives or should
Yeah.
we? Ah, okay. Yeah.
It should be.
Right there. I don't
I'll
want
rinse it off.
to follow her instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give this a quick rinse. You just used it to cut the apple though, right? So that's probably fine. Just give it a little rinse with some water.
You could try walking through what you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm just wiping this off with a little bit of a damp paper towel or a damp washcloth is fine. You probably don't need to do that necessarily. I think it's just good if just so I don't get apple all over my butter, but nothing wrong with that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut 2 tablespoons. So you can see it says 1 tablespoon, and then there's another one right there. So we're just gonna cut 2 of those. You can just cut straight through the wrapper, just like that. And then now that we have those 2 tablespoons, we can get a bowl that's safe for the microwave, like this one. And we can just put this butter straight in the bowl. And you can probably do 40 seconds, but I think that you probably could get away with a little bit less. Butter usually melts pretty fast in the microwave, in my personal experience, and so you can just kind of keep an eye on it. I bet like maybe even 20 seconds will be okay, something like that. Oops. on the timer.
You can just turn it off and we can restart it at 22. In that case.
There. So I'll just put it for 30 seconds, but if it's not fully melted, we can always just put it back in for a little. And then, do we have the lemon up? Yes. And then so now I'm just gonna get ready for that next step while the butter's in there. I'm gonna get my lemon out.
You can wash it.
Yeah. And then we're just gonna give that a little rinse with water. Since lemon's coming to peel, it's probably not the biggest deal, but it'll just help to make sure it's clean. And I guess I can put that on this cutting board right here. My hand's dry. Then maybe I'll give the knife another quick rinse. Again, not the most important thing. I'm just a little particular sometimes. But yeah, just clean that knife off a little. And so now our butter just finished as well, and we can go ahead and before we take that out, we can just cut this lemon in half. You just go back and forth. It can be a little hard at first with this knife, but as long as you're just going back and forth and you're kind of pushing down, I think you should be able to get it. And did she get us a juicer thing or
No, you just have to squeeze.
Oh, okay. And so, so yeah, the butter actually isn't fully melted, and so I'm just gonna put it back in for a tiny bit. I'm not even gonna leave it in for the full 30 seconds, maybe about 10 seconds. Maybe she was right about the 40 seconds, I guess. There we go. That's mostly melted. And then I'm gonna go ahead and if you have a little juicing thing, you can use that. But since we don't have the juicing thing, I'm gonna go ahead and just squeeze this lemon in. And then sometimes I find it helpful. If you're not getting all the juice, you can kind of go like back and forth like on the sides. So after you push this side in, you can go back to the side that's now like kind of thin, like right here, and just squeeze that now. And you can kind of squeeze towards the top and on the bottom and just get more and more juice out. Right, we're getting as much as possible. If you have a juicer thing, this could be a lot easier. You can show them the little picture of that one that looks like that. Probably a little bit easier, but it's okay. If you have that, you would just kind of squeeze it down. Oh, oops. Well, I didn't get much of that one in there. We could save that. We could put that in the bag later for us, I guess. So now I have the juice into the butter. And then we're going to get another bowl. And we're going to add 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. You think this will be big enough for that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, okay. So I'm just going to, okay. And then we're just going to set this bowl down next to the apples. And I'm going to get my, is this the 1/2 cup?
No, I think it's over. I think that's what they're doing.
Do you see it up here? I apologize about the little break, but we will be back in a second. Is that it? Well, maybe if we see that, if half, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, sorry, our as you guys can see, our label is a little bit rubbed off, so we don't know exactly if it's 1/2. But since we saw that it's just a little bigger than the 1/3 cup, we can guess that it's 1/2. Hopefully your measuring cup is in a little better shape. Is the brown sugar over here?
Yes.
Okay. And so let me get this.
Check and see if you use 2 or 4.
It just says 1/2 cup right here.
So the apples.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess you could always do more apples, right? And so,
You don't have to.
yeah, I think if you guys were doing more apples, just so I don't go back and confuse people, you can you could have used four, and you just have a little bit bigger of a version of this. But should I just use then a fourth cup of sugar then?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use a little bit less sugar, but you're gonna get your half cup, and then I guess since we don't have,
You have a fourth cup in there.
yeah, oh, I don't see it. We'll just use a third. It's okay. Um, but yeah, so in the bowl, then we're gonna add. I'll just open this bag of sugar. Hopefully, I don't make a mess.
She does have her own thing. I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's okay. I can just get this open. Oh, it might be back there. You have a little.
Those sisters are good.
Yeah, you could be a little better with opening it, but I think this will do for now. And so I'm just gonna. Nope, it's kind of chunky.
Yeah, you're supposed to pat it down too.
You are a better baker, so I don't often use sugar. Alright, and then now we have it in this cup right here
Yeah, you pat it.
with my hand.
You want to pack your brown sugar.
So Molly knows a little better than me, and so I'm just gonna pat it with my hand like this, so I get the top nice and flat. And then now I can put it in the bowl, right? So now we have our sugar in the bowl. And then we're also going to add a little bit of nutmeg.
It's in there.
Yeah.
Other the spice one.
Oh,
You need cinnamon.
what?
You need cinnamon also if you want to
Oh,
get
yeah, I'll get that too while I'm over there. So I got my cinnamon out as well. And then we can get, for you guys, it'll be 1/4. I think we could use 1/4 too. But we're gonna get 1/4 cup of or teaspoon, sorry, not cup. That'd be a lot of nutmeg. We're gonna do 1/4 teaspoon, and so I have that out. Just gonna get it and measure it into this little measuring cup. And this will probably give it a nice little kind of like nut-like flavor. I think. Yeah. It kind of gives it more of an apple pie-like taste, if I had to guess, especially the cinnamon. Love apple pie with cinnamon. And then we're gonna get 1 1/2 teaspoon. It's a teaspoon, right? So I guess. Oh wait, I think this is teaspoon.
Yeah, that's teaspoon. That's
This is clean, right? Or should I rinse
that's
it?
cornstarch, but you can just rinse it.
Yeah, I'll give this a quick rinse in the sink. Like the other stuff, and then maybe I'll dry it super quick so stuff doesn't get sticky. Again, shouldn't be a big deal if you don't. And then I'm gonna fill this up. This will be 1 teaspoon.
There's a scoop it out.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Other side.
It's probably a better idea. So I'm gonna open my big container up, and oh, well, it doesn't fit. I'll take the top off, yeah. So got this top off, and then I'll just get 1 scoop. And also, I can just kind of tap this one and make sure it's flat, but you can see like that. I'm just gonna add that in. And then here's my 1/2 tablespoon. I guess I'll give that another quick rinse very quickly. And so that way, I think it looks like there was garlic in this one, and we don't want garlic in our our nice sweet apple dessert. And then, so I'll use this 1/2 tablespoon, and just like the one before, just gonna get little tablespoon in there. I'm just gonna tap it, make sure it's nice and flat, and add that in. And then now, I think it says that it's time to add the butter in. So I have my melted bowl of butter, and I could just go ahead and just kind of pour that in. The brown sugar, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Try and get all of that in. And then from there, I think it just has to mix together. Did my mom let you know what we'd be mixing with? Or?
You just use a fork.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and use a fork, but you guys are free to use like a whisk or something if you want. Maybe a spoon would be a little better. So use a spoon. And then I'm just gonna stir it up slowly at first. Try and be a nice little mixture. Get all those big clumps into the butter. Nice and slow. And then if you want to do it a little faster, you can, but this way we don't lose much. And we're just going to keep doing that until it looks nice and even across the whole thing. You can see it's turning a really nice dark brown color. Let's see what she has next. I think there's one more page. And so we just keep stirring a little because you can see little clumps and stuff. And maybe I'll tilt it a little so you can get a little more of those kind of broken down in there. I think some of these are actually lemon seeds that I accidentally got in. Take that out. I don't think they're all lemon seeds, but yeah, it's definitely lemon seeds. I think these are just clumps of sugar though, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
It should dissolve.
Yeah, just like that. And then now you can see the clumps are mostly gone. You think that's good, or check it a little more?
I think it's good.
So now that we have a nice even mixture, you can kind of just slowly, you could either pour it with the bowl, like kind of going like this, but I think it could be kind of a good idea if you take your spoon and just kind of give it a nice little tap over the apple so that way we can get it nice and even. I'll do 2 on each side, kind of going like this. I guess I can demonstrate both ways. So I can use my spoon, that way it's can kind of get a good choice of the amount, or you could go like this kind of, right? The bowl. Oh, kind of in the way. And I can get that last little bit with the spoon, see any of the areas that look like it's kind of missing it. And maybe this is it. Okay, so now you can see it's kind of like nice and even. My mom didn't have this written down, but I kind of like doing this a little bit so then we can get it a little bit on the bottoms actually. But now I kind of messed up the nice appearance, so I'm gonna scoot it back a little, just kind of even it all out again. Again, some of this stuff is just me. You're perfectly fine to just follow the directions. And then, yeah, just get some foil again. Should we leave it out somewhere?
I think she left it out.
Oh, it's right here. And just gonna cover it up. Just like that.
You can change the oven mitts, and then she also has that red thing, like opens the oven.
I like that. Maybe I'll stop burning myself. It's always good to be careful with the oven. I've burned myself a few times. And
Use the
so,
oven mitts to put it in, because that's what she uses.
oh, yeah, let me put them on first then. So I'm gonna get my oven mitts on so we can be safe. And I go ahead and open the oven. And then, wait, should we change the temperature?
You can check.
I think
They
she,
both
I
the
think,
same
oh, I think she has the temperature set a little differently. I can close it. Take this off real quick. So, saw the oven.
Be on the first page. Right. This one. That's all we said. I think it's the same temperature.
Yeah, okay. Well, I just don't want to leave it there.
You can wait, stay to preheat it.
Oh, at the very top, preheat oven to 350.
So we have to wait for this then.
Oh.
But it has 6 minutes.
We can also just turn it down and leave this in a little longer, right?
I don't know.
Because aren't we supposed to get it in the oven?
Yeah, but I don't know if we have to wait for that. Because you have to put that back in the oven with butter.
Okay. So,
You probably should turn it down.
yeah, I'll turn it down a little. So I'm gonna change my oven temperature a little.
I think you hit off and then bake.
But you guys can always wait. Oh, so it's hard. And then now I'll go ahead and put this in. Let's see. Just making sure that we don't have to. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just making sure we don't have to make it much hotter for. If you have two ovens, though, you can just have one on 350 and then keep the other one the same. So I'm just gonna pull this out again. Oh, here we go. Push it. Is that one? Do you think it's gonna fit on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Slide this in. Okay. And then I think we should be good, right? And then we'll just wait for that.
While we're waiting, you can do a little cleaner.
Yeah, we can. I'll clean up a little. This only has 4 minutes left, so we can just wait until that's ready to go.
You can pre-cut the butter too for it.
Yeah. She already did that, right?
Yeah, that's all ready. She said all you do is you cut slices of butter, you put it on each piece of chicken, and then you put it back in
Okay.
for a couple minutes.
And so I'm gonna go clean up a little real quick. But if anyone has any questions about any of what we did, then you can feel free to ask. Um, but yeah, we're just about done. So I'm just gonna keep cleaning up, and then the only step left is to put the butter on the chicken. Did she already use the thyme?
Yeah.
Okay. I can put that back.
Let's put it in here.
And then I'll go ahead and put this back. You can wait once it's ready. We can show everyone how ours looks. I'm sure it'll be good. I think my mom made it for me this summer.
got some pre-sliced that's for the chicken.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Should leave that out. Okay. Um, oh, it's just the salted butter. I do apologize. I think we're a tiny bit late, but I will make sure that we finish everything. It's
The timer wasn't going for that long, so we could take it out a tiny bit.
second. It's almost done, and we only have one more step. I just want to make sure. I guess I didn't know exactly where my mom left off, but yeah, we're almost
Do lunch camp.
done. Well, might make her sad. We can take her on a nice walk after this.
Can you talk a little about what we did in Nashville with your parents?
Oh yeah, so while my parents were here, we went and did a few nice things in Nashville. We went and got brunch earlier today, and I think I had a little steak sandwich, and Molly had a biscuit with uh, sausage and eggs, which was very good. And the night before, we took my parents to get Spanish food, just tapas, and you get a bunch of little dishes. You get to have just basically like a bunch of appetizers, and so we got to try a lot of different foods and cheeses and stuff. And then I actually go to the University of Vanderbilt right now for graduate school, and then so earlier in the day we walked around and showed them the campus.
No cornstarch on your face.
I got on my face. Make sure you don't do that. Um, but yeah, actually, a while ago, I used to help my mom with a lot more things. I think it was during COVID. Did I get it off? There we go. And yeah, so she used to film a lot of stuff at home, and I actually think that is a pretty good idea because it's nice where everyone can do this together. But yeah, I think I've always liked a lot of the recipes. Actually, we make one of the ones. I don't know if any of you guys made it with her, but she made a crustless pie, and I always enjoy that. We still make it sometimes. So you can take, yeah, you can turn that off. I can move this. Just get some stuff out of the way so we have a nice place to take the chicken out.
You should get the oven this too.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting.
You gotta be a safer cook.
Yeah, make sure you're safe and put on the oven mitts first, but we're gonna go ahead and take out.
Use your red thing.
Yeah, I know. This red thing will come in handy in the future. So we're gonna go ahead and take out the chicken. I do think it says once we put the chicken in to broil it for a few minutes, but then you can just let it sit for a while, I think. But yeah, we can show that, and then I think that should be about it because it says it takes a while after that. Actually, I think. Maybe she just means to like leave it warm for an hour. I don't think she means cook it for another hour because that would be a lot. Oh, wait, I can push this back in with this, right?
Yeah, she uses the red thing.
Yeah, I'll use
She
the
used
rip.
the top of it.
Yeah, use. Oh, it smells good.
It's how you can use the heel.
Uh,
The butter one.
Yeah. So gonna have to use the adaptive knife, and we're gonna cut a little piece of butter for each chicken. Each piece of chicken. Um, wow, that's good. So I guess we only have 2 pieces of chicken. But
Way less.
yeah, and so maybe I'll cut a few more pieces because I'm guessing some of you guys probably have smaller pieces, and I'll just put one like on each kind of part right here to make sure that it gets a nice little bit of butter. I don't want to put too much on.
Everyone loves butter.
Everyone does like butter.
It's the other butter.
Yeah. That rhymes. The other butter.
It's
Maybe. Not really, but nice. Guess you guys let it warm, so it's already softened. I guess for this one too, since I'm gonna get little slices and it doesn't give us a measurement, I'm gonna go ahead and open this a little. That way I can really see what I'm doing. And I think like a slice like about this big, if you want to show my knife, should be good for each piece. Just like that. And then, does she tell me to put it on a specific way?
No, just put it on top of me.
I don't want to. I guess I could just
You
go
can
like.
just touch it with your hands. Better than touching the chicken, I think.
You can use maybe I'll get a utensil to make it a little easier for everybody. So I'm gonna get a little butter knife.
You probably do a little more than that.
Yeah, I'll do a little more because I think I lost some. Huh. That way you don't have to touch anything hot.
It's okay. This one's perfect too.
Huh.
I'm fighting with the butter.
It keeps sticking. Okay, so there's a little bit, and get another slice. This one's a little bigger, but about the same size. And then hopefully this time I don't quite mess up as much. There we go. No. Huh?
Yeah.
There we go. Just like that. And I'll get 2 more. This one's a little too big. Like that. And we'll do 1 more. A nice thin slice this time. Oh wait, use the wrong knife. This is my cutting knife. It's a scooper knife. Uh, Okay, so now we got a nice butter on the chicken. Again, we don't want to use too much. And then I think all we have to do is just say cover it back up with foil. I think so. So we're gonna cover it back up with the foil, and then we're gonna put it with the broiler for 2 minutes. Um,
How long do we put that out?
ooh, should have set a timer. I think we put it in when there's about 10 minutes left. I think there should be actually ready in about 5 minutes or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this. Oh wait, I don't need to put the butter back right away. Ooh, that piece is sliding. Get it on top of the chicken. Wait, it looks a little better. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and look at this as to cover this back up. Maybe I'll put my gloves on first because it's hot. Okay, and then we're gonna take our friendly little tool, smiling, and we're gonna go ahead and open the oven back up. Pull this down.
It smells good.
Does very good. It's a nice fall treat. And now that I have that pulled out, I get this back in, and then unfortunately, because we only have one oven, we don't get to be as picky as we maybe should be with this. But oops, a little bit of foil fell off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and push that back. And then it says to broil for 2 minutes, so maybe we'll broil it and then we'll put the temperature back to 350 for the apples, and I think those have another 5 minutes or so.
You we have the broil setting.
So I'm gonna turn it on broil. I guess we have high and low. I don't know what
Do high.
we could do high.
I think that's the normal.
I think so. And then so I'm just gonna let that sit for 2 minutes, and then I guess we can show us taking it out, and then I think that's it. And then the apple should be ready shortly too. Let me see if there's anything else with the apples. Oh, so all you have to do with the apples after is take them out of the oven and stir with a spoon. Yeah, but I think we can give those a few more minutes. But yeah, it should be done and pretty shortly after. I think we started the apples. Oh, actually, I remember when we started them. Luckily, you should have set a timer, hopefully. But I think we put them in at 4:58, so they're just about. They have a little bit longer, but yeah, they should almost be ready too.
Do a little cleanup.
Yeah, clean up a little more. Can throw this one away, and then we can save the other lemon in a nice little plastic bag. Maybe we can make it again with the other two apples. Okay, she was in a rush. I thought she said she was just ready, so I didn't fully follow her directions. So. Oh wait, wrong fruit. Those are fine. Just go back in the bag. I think. Here we can put them in a separate bag. Got this in here. Yeah. Yeah. Is this what the apples were in? Let's put these right.
Our timer's done.
Yeah, so the timer's done. I think that means that I guess we could just leave the chicken. We could show it real quick, but it says to keep it in the oven for a while, right? So.
We can show it and then put it back.
Mhm. And then once the apples are done, we'll turn the heat off so it doesn't overcook. But it definitely looks like that chicken broth has a little more time where it could heat up. I got my mitts on. Go ahead and open the oven. And I'm just gonna pull it out. And you guys can even leave yours in the oven right now if you want for a little. Like I said, we're probably gonna put it back in after. And let it keep heating for a little. But we can just show you what it looks like with the butter.
Ooh.
Very good. And so we'll just let that keep cooking for a little. Yeah, like the picture in the thing. Okay. And then I think we can give the apples a few more minutes. We can take it off broil, just put it back to 350. But if you have two ovens, then you wouldn't have needed to do this then. Oh, funny.
Perfect preheat.
So quick. Can put these butters away. You have a lot of butter now.
How many minutes do you think the apples are gonna take?
I think they should almost be done. And then we can just turn the heat off and let the chicken sit in there for a while. We should be just about done. If anyone has any questions here, you can feel free to ask.
We also asked everyone to make it on mute or turn their cameras on and show theirs.
Oh yeah, yeah, if you guys want to show me
How
how your stuff
how
looks.
come you guys cut your apples up and take the skin off?
So I think my mom probably likes to take the skin off because if the skin was in there, it might get a little crispy. Um, and I guess some people might like that, but I think like when you're making something like apple pie, you usually take the, yeah, it makes it a little more soft. Um, and so I think it can make it taste a little better, probably.
We also introduced our ice cream.
Yeah, we can show our ice cream. Um, which that should go really good with it.
We got that defrosted though.
Yeah,
Yep.
we can. You have any other questions? Or-
So you want to show there?
yeah, Molly said if anyone wants to show theirs, we can see anyone.
Not really.
I bet it looks good.
Yep.
I think that happens up soon.
Yeah, I think the apples are just about done. I'll give them like 3 more minutes or so. But yeah, that would be a little, I think, less than 25 minutes. But I'm guessing after seeing how long it took to heat up the butter, my mom is probably right. 25 minutes is probably good. Yeah. I wonder where she gets these recipes. I'll ask her that. Get a little bit of soap. Okay.
You can ask them how they spent their weekend.
Yeah, did anyone do anything fun over the weekend? Any fun, I don't know, outdoor activities or anything?
No. I went to church today.
Oh, must be nice.
I'm Greek Orthodox.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My mom and I are well, and my family is Jewish, but Molly is Catholic, and so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I actually went to I think I don't remember what kind, but my high school had a project a while ago where you would go to kind of like other people's churches and like you would go to other religious services and like see the differences. It was pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever been to an Orthodox church, so.
Yeah.
I'll get this sugar back in the bag. Maybe we should clip it like the way I opened it.
Yeah, you can go to one.
Sorry, what did you say?
Maybe if you go to Greece someday, you can go to an Orthodox church there.
Oh yeah, I really want to visit Greece.
Yeah,
Seems like it's
my
really
dad has
pretty.
family there. We went there this summer. My cousin got married.
Oh wow,
Who lives there?
that's exciting. Yeah, my friend
Yeah.
went there a while ago and looked really pretty, like all the coast and the Mediterranean Sea and stuff.
Yeah, we went to Crete and Santorini for the day, and Olympia.
Wow. You see any of like the old monuments and stuff?
The Acropolis. Yep.
Oh wow.
My dad was born in Greece. He's from there.
Ah, see. Yeah, definitely want to go to Greece. Molly has never been out of the country. I've been out a few times, but
Which
we
country?
want to. I've been kind of all over the place actually. I'm pretty lucky. But I went to like I think Norway and Sweden one time with my parents, and then another time we went to Italy, and then recently, the most recent time I went to England. Oh, right, wrong thing. You can take the apples out and stir them. You guys can let your apples sit in for another few minutes. But yeah, I went to England a few summers ago with my family. That was the last family trip we went on.
Yeah. Did you
But
meet the Queen?
no, but we did actually go to, I think it was like Buckingham Palace, the one where they live.
Yeah.
You see the guards?
Yeah, we did see the royal guards. They have funny hats.
For how long?
We went for about a week.
Oh,
Yeah, so we can probably put this back in a little. Looks like it's still cooking, but it looks pretty good.
4 weeks.
Oh wow.
But
Yeah.
4 weeks we stayed with my Aunt Polly.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I have some family there, but it's pretty distant, so we didn't see them.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stir it around and toss it back in a little if I can get them to soften up a little more. I think our apples
Oh,
might
when
need a little.
I village, he grew up and saw the old school there that's closed down.
Oh.
Too.
Yeah, England's so old, so it's probably a lot of
Uh,
things that
Greece when I went.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Both are really old. Greece has even older stuff.
It's looking good.
Yeah, it is looking good. You can let that cook a little longer. I'll put this back on, but it should be just about done. I guess ours is a foil thing instead of like a baking dish, so maybe I'll put it in uncovered, but I'm sure if you guys are using like glass baking dishes, it should be a little better. I think with the foil, it might be a little hard for it to heat sometimes.
Do you play video games?
Yeah, I do play video games.
Yeah, me too. I play racing games and baseball video games.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah,
I play Dirt 5 and MPL The Show 2024.
okay, yeah.
All MBL
I
games.
never played. I never played the baseball ones too much, but I did used to really like 2K, like NBA 2K.
Yeah.
And then I played Forza a lot as a kid.
Does she play video games?
Yeah, Molly does play video games too.
Good one.
Yeah, yeah, you're both.
Hello. I'm Molly. I'm Brad's girlfriend.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. I feel very privileged. But yeah, I like playing games a lot. I think my favorite growing up that I played all the time was Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's a classic for me.
My favorite is Dirt 5.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's my favorite video game of all time.
Is that a bike game or a card game?
Is it like a racing game?
Yeah.
I've seen the videos and like clips from it, but I've never actually played it, so.
And I also
Did
have
you
an
also
game play on all the time.
oh okay.
PlayStation once or twice a week when I'm on there in the morning.
Yeah, Brad and I both got PlayStation 5 so we'd be able to play some stuff together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you make the apples and the chicken? Or did you just make the chicken casserole?
Both. But we
Oh,
get
okay.
apples up because my mom likes them home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the apples are definitely, you can kind of cook it to whatever texture you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because we don't have like a lot of baking stuff. Like I think my mom uses like the glass ones, and I think those heat everything a little better. So
Yeah.
we might need to put ours in a little longer. But I'm sure what she has on there for normal baking stuff will work perfectly.
But my mom put the same ingredients in it still.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah.
I've had my mom's cooking for a while.
Yeah, a little bit ago I battered some apples and I made like little apple donuts and I coated those with cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah.
But this seems like it might be a little bit better because it'll get a lot softer and the ingredients are definitely going to soak in a little bit more.
Check again. It should be about ready.
But I think we're definitely over time. So if you guys are done, with your dishes, we're about done too.
Yeah.
It's been really fun doing this. I've never done a live kind of cooking class. I was very nervous to be an assistant.
Yeah, my mom's very good at it. She's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, so we have also the apples, and then we also have some ice cream to serve, so I'm really excited. I love ice cream. Yeah, so I think this is done, and then you can just serve it with a scoop of your favorite ice cream. We have the dairy-free vanilla. Can we have the glass?
Sure. Do you guys have any more questions or anything? Or
Nope.
okay. Well, it was great meeting you guys, and
Yep.
I hope all the food turns out well. It tastes good.
Yeah, you could try and give Stacy kind of rating too of how we took over. I know that we're definitely not not as good cooks as her, so.
Yeah.
7, not a 10 though.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, it's great meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
I'll
hope you
be
guys
back
have a good
sometime.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.